Well, the year is well and truly underway. Children are back at school, university students being registered, and most of those who are fortunate enough to have work are at work. And of course, as per usual, we have that annual World Economic Forum gathering in the snowbound resort centre in Switzerland of Davos. Now, I've been tempted to write about this again, as I've written many times in the past, about this private club of 1,000 of the richest business people who actually pull together the world's political elite to bully, bribe and flatter them to carry out the policies that suit themselves. I was tempted this time to write again about it because I thought that the slogan of the World Economic Forum this year was, well, reeked of hypocrisy more than it has in the past. Because the slogan is creating a shared future in a fractured world. The world is fractured because of the very policies that these people have been putting forward and continue to insist should be pursued. But I thought, I can't do it again. I've said it enough. And particularly when I saw the Oxfam poverty report, which came out at the same time, which actually underscored this whole business, that the low bit of economic growth we've had in the world up to now has almost all, gone to about 1% of the world's population. The richest have got very, very much richer. And I just thought, this Oxfam underscores it. Should I write about that? And then I realized that what the Oxfam report had done, it had actually galvanized the labor movement, parts of it, who are saying, let's get together, we've got to do something about this. They're suddenly realizing there is a crisis. On Monday next week, for example, the first completely automated chain store will be opened by Amazon in Seattle in the United States. No people there at all. No jobs therefore, but bigger profits for Amazon. So what this has done has actually prompted the unions like COSATU, who's come out and saying we must have unity across all sectors. And we've also seen, as this year has got underway, that some of the unions are already acting positively. It was not without justification that the South African Federation of Trade Unions, the newest federation, was given a lot of credit for pushing the National Prosecuting Authority into taking action on corruption. And that federation was also about to go to court to have the Eskom board declared delinquent when action was finally taken. But also the PSA, which now goes under that acronym, the Public Servants Association, which now calls itself simply the PSA, have been putting extensive pressure on the Public Investment Corporation that handles the huge trillions of government employee pension funds, and putting pressure on the Minister of Finance, Malusi Gigaba. Last Friday, the General Manager of PSA, Ivan Fredericks, accompanied by the FEDUSA General Secretary, Dennis George, staged what they call a raid, actually on the Steinhoff premises in Stellenbosch, where they obtained the documents, financial and administrative documents, which have got them really concerned about the collapse, the implosion of this company, which has affected so many ordinary working people. Because it appears that the PIC, I beg your pardon, the PIC, the Public Investment Corporation, invested in Steinhoff and didn't actually provide sufficient oversight. So pressure will be growing there too. Now, these are small beginnings of the union movement beginning to come to terms with the reality that we are now facing, this tumultuous, dangerous reality. They're very small beginnings, and there's still a very, very long way to go. But that, I thought, is what I should concentrate on, what the unions are going to do, what sort of things they're planning, the positive aspects in my Inside Labour column, which you can access on this platform, Fin24, tomorrow, and a version of which will appear in the City Press business section on Sunday. Until then, over to you. Comments, criticisms, etc. to editor@fin24.com. And for this week, that's all from me. Cheers.